Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Chaos. Let's get it. Good morning. Let's wake up, guys. Get the coffee, make the noise, do things. I'm so freaking tired, guys. Good morning, Chaos. Good morning, Cliff. How's it going? Brandon White also here. Good morning, Chaos peeps. Good morning to you as well. G-Dog in the house. The winning continues. And I'm so tired of winning, guys. I'm so tired of winning. Yes, of course. G-Dog knows the drill. Yes. Same shit, different day. Yep. God. Wake up, it's Groundhog Day. Again, winning, dog, winning. Tired of winning, guys. Can we just stop this?
You're gonna win so much.
Of course, calling for baseline bear last night. Rolled right down the center. I told you guys last night, this is usually what happens in glorious fashion. The market, of course, playing safe. Going sideways. Options expired, of course, in the foreign markets just about 6 to 12 hours ago. And then, we're going to be doing the same thing here in America. And what did I tell you guys? Who's going to likely sell off the market? America. Because God bless America. Because we suck, man. America sucks. We always dump the market. All right. So, it's probably what's going to happen again today. We are sitting at 73,000 flat before the market opened. 922 this morning. We got about 8 more minutes until the bell rings. The low we got from yesterday, again before America woke up in this glorious morning. The low that America sold off us down to yesterday was 72.4. That's the number we have to beat today. Again, I've been continuously telling you guys the more than likely, or the pattern, or at least showing, is that we're going to return down to at least 70K for a bounce. If not, we go a little bit lower. Maybe we hit 63 or 65, or maybe a little bit lower if the overall market cap allows it. That's still in the cards. Again, the golden pocket right now, very little left of that, and of course we're going to get into that next. Let's see where we're lining up this morning with the order books. Again, today's a big day. We also had the CME gaps removed finally. Yesterday we talked about that. CME, of course, now open 24 hours. That's, of course, American Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So futures now trading 24/7 with minus 1 hour for settlement, whatever. All right. So looking at 73,000 as a structured level of support right now. That's just where the bulls are attempting to keep us. But we do still have some pain possibly coming today. Again, options expire in the United States. I believe it's between 12 and 3. I forget. Whatever. By the end of the day, we're going to see, of course, the options expire for Bitcoin. We are putting a little bit lower. You can see a little bit of bearishness popping in here on the order books this morning. Just a tiny bit of that sell-off getting started, possibly, or at least alluding to it. You can see it on the weekly too, continuing. All right, the add lower areas of on these levels. Let's see the same thing on the monthly. Again, you don't have to be Neo from the Matrix to see where we're going next. Just a little bit lower. We are adding. We're trying to fill the gap now between 65 and 70K. And building up a little bit above 70K right now for some of these hopefuls that think this is probably where we're going to stop, right? I don't know if that's really going to be where we're going to stop, but it seems like that's kind of what they're positioned for a pullback at least. 65,000 is building back up as well. So again, I've been showing you guys on the charts. More than likely, we do get back down here to about 70,000, if not, in my bear case scenario, 63, 65, something like that. All right, on a pullback. Again, the overall market cap does matter, so we'll be watching that, of course, this morning. We got about 5 minutes into the opening bell. Let's see what we got on total market cap before the open bell. We'll, of course, round this up again. 2.46 trillion. 2.46 trillion. I think we're about 1 trillion. I mean, 1 trillion. We're about $10 billion higher than we were on the low yesterday. I think the low yesterday was 2.45. Yep. So we're about $10 billion higher than that. We are grinding down here though. We could lose it at any moment. We are getting into the new month. Again, the next month, usually we start to see a little bit of sell off, at least for the first week, right? So hopefully it'll be short lived like it was last month. Again, last month we sold off for like, I think it was like 2 or 3 days, if that. That was back here. Somewhere. There we go. Yep, so it was right here. We sold down for about 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days. Okay. We'll see if we get a similar, a similar thing. All right, let's get back to it, guys. We have the opening bell in about 3 minutes. Catch up with you guys again in the chat. And maybe read some headlines. If we have a minute to read some headlines. Wake up. We wake up. Good morning. Good morning, Crypto America. Yes, good morning, Chaos Crew. Oh, yeah, also shout out to the Chaos Crew who made some money on AI last night. Of course, this has been one of my darlings on my channel now for a minute. Pretty much called this one again, calling for at least a 3, 6, or 4 for a breakout towards 3, 6, or 4. Again, history doesn't tend to repeat, but it does often rhyme. I keep track of this, guys. And we did hit our V-shaped recovery last night. So congrats to anyone, of course, that's involved in this this trade. I know a lot of people are not trading right now because the market's so shit. But you can still make money in a bear market, right? All right, shout out to the Chaos Crew, of course. It's only $15 a month to join the Chaos Crew, guys. I give you this information. It's up to you to decide what to do with it. All right, moving on. I did make a lot of money last night, though. And there's more to make, especially on I hope we get a more down of a downturn. I'll have to buy back in, keep my coins, and have more sideline cash. All right, 72,900 right now on Bitcoin. We do have 2 minutes. Let's take a look at some of the headlines real quick on the charts on CNBC. Michael Dell courted Trump early. His company has reaped the rewards. This is, of course, coming out CNBC, the front page this morning. Jim Cramer's top 10 things, blah, blah, blah. SpaceX skeptics have added reason of concern after Musk's comments diverged from the IPO filing. I guess that's, again, I've been feeling like this is going to be a rug pull or something. It's going to be disappointing. I asked you guys in the chat last week, in a poll, do you think it's going to be surprising or disappointing? And I personally think it's going to be disappointing. I think it's too many people expecting the same result. It's probably not going to happen. It's usually how psychology of the markets work. In a post on X, Elon Musk offered details about SpaceX deal with the Anthropic that weren't included in the company's IPO prospectus. The discrepancy creates another hurdle for Musk as he attempts to take his cash-burning company public in a record IPO. I love that. He's been blowing up a lot of ships. It's confusing to investors who are trying best they can to put a valuation on SpaceX, wrote Eric Talley, professor at the Columbia Law School, in an email. All right, so again, the IPO, I think it's happening on the 13th, something like that, next month. In his post on X Wednesday night, Musk wrote, SpaceX is not committed to leasing Colossus for years, and called the pact a 180-day lease, a 90-day notice, mutual cancellation therefore after. The prospectus, however, has not been about the deal potentially ending in a matter of months. Okay, I don't know. It's not my thing to call anyway. I'm a crypto otaku, not a stock market otaku or an IPO launch otaku. Okay, guys, we got to get into the opening bell here any second now. It's going to happen over on Doomberg. Anything else to take away from this? Yeah, I don't know. Whether Anthropic is slated to pay SpaceX $15 billion a year for the next 3 years, or will be spending substantially less over the next short period, represents a major consideration of the prospective investors. All right, we gotta get over there. We're late. Are we though?
News today from Wall Street to Washington.
No, we're not. You know what? I had a conversation with I don't think I have that up anymore. Damn it. I had a conversation with ChatGPT this morning, and I'm like, why is Bloomberg playing these extra long specials in the morning? And I'm like, is the stock market closed? And it's like, yes, it is. I'm like, no, what the F? No, it isn't. It's like, yes, it is. It's kind of weird that it's closed on a Friday though after Memorial Day. I'm like, you're lying. It just kept going on with the lie. Screw you, ChatGPT. There we go.
I'm Matt Miller. This
opening
is
bell happens now.
Open interest. New record high yesterday, again at the close, 75.63, and it looks like we're set to add to that today. Even if we don't even if we fall a little bit today, we're still going to add a 9th consecutive week of gains. There's no longer sell in May, go away. I'm not sure if that was anything. I'm going to
well, not for the stock market.
Cam Dawson next, but it definitely wouldn't have been
Crypto,
a good idea this
yeah,
year.
Sure did.
You can see IDT ringing the opening bell down at the New York Stock Exchange and at the NASDAQ market site. You've got F5 ringing the opening bell. It doesn't really matter. The point is everybody's getting wealthier if you own these stocks, especially if you own Dell. Dell is forecasting $167 billion in revenue for this year. That's a 50% jump from what they posted last year. And as a result, the stock is up 32%.
Yeah, 30%.
They're adding well over $60 billion to their $200 billion market cap today. Okay, the space guys aren't doing as well. You can see Rocket Labs down 7% because SpaceX is cutting its IPO valuation target from more than to just $1.8 trillion, and the Blue Origin rocket blew up on the pad, but that happens. Also, Gap lowered its sales outlook as Old Navy struggles to attract buyers. You can see Gap getting hit hard, 15% in the early cash trade. Let's bring in Cameron Dawson, New Edge Wealth Chief Investment Officer. She's going to sit with me for the next half hour to walk us through this market. And sell in May and go away. Was that ever a thing? Is that just a rhyme?
It is a rhyme. It's not backed by any statistical evidence for the broad market. Where there is evidence that sell in May and go away actually does work is more in cyclicals, where you typically see cyclicals begin to struggle from May until November, and then.
Or if you're in crypto. As Bitcoin continues to sell in May. Yeah, and then we are down now. Let me see. From the highs this month, we're nowhere near that. On the 1 hour, 72,800 again. America continues to sell off this noise. We are now down 11, almost 12%. Yeah, about 12% on Bitcoin since the beginning of the month. Sell May, go away continues in crypto. Yeah, Ethereum, of course, no one is really immune to this. Not too well. There is some. I think Stellar is still having its own run, right? Stellar Lumen still continuing to run, having its own market rally. We got Zcash, I think, coming down a little bit now. Yeah, it's not really an exception anymore. I guess it's still up a little bit. It's continuing its trend. It lost the trend. It's still continuing a trend. Yeah, kind of. There's some, of course, coins immune to it, but for the most part, of course, overall crypto is down. I just showed you guys market cap earlier, and market cap matters. All right, let's get into it, guys. This is probably going to bore me.
Make that ratio more like 20?
So that's been the thing that has driven this latest upswing in the stock, which is if you go back to the end of March, Micron traded at 5 times earnings. And what we've been arguing with the semiconductors is that they were actually being very rational about this cycle as you were seeing earnings.
All right, we're just talking about semis. Okay, let's get back over to Kramer and Friends over here. Dell still?
It was like each day was better. Every single day was better than the
He's been talking about Dell, like, literally before I even went live, guys. He's still talking about Dell. He's like, oh, he's not like you. He's not like your typical billionaire. He's actually more like you and me, blah, blah, blah. I mean, just keep going on and on and on. He's just ranting and raving now. All right, let's take a look at the overall sentiment this morning. We just rolled over the opening bell about 4 minutes ago. I showed you guys just going into the overall order books earlier that it's not looking too great. Again, going into the last day, last trading day in May for the stock market. We do have the options expiring in America here today in the afternoon. We already had the one in the foreign markets. And like I showed you guys earlier, winning, tired of winning. Yeah. Calling for baseline bear last night, landed pretty much right down the center. As I told you guys, more than likely, we're going to do what we do every single time. The foreign market likes to play safe. We go sideways, and then when America opens up, we dump. We dump it. Why? Because America sucks. Because that's just how it goes. All right. So anyway, that's happening, of course, right now. 72,800. The low from yesterday, again, I repeat, was 72,400. That's the number we have to beat. And they have plenty of time to do it today on the last trading day in the stock market for the month of May. All right, we are going to start this whole thing back up again next month on Monday. Let's see, we're looking at the overall order books right now. Again, showing you guys this earlier. We were showing a little bit more bearishness on these key levels. on every single time frame. On the daily, on the weekly, and the monthly. We are starting to build up a little bit of support, a little bit lower now on the monthly. It's just above 70,000. Again, I just showed you guys that a little earlier. Hopeful that, of course, we can keep that range going. That's the last stand pretty much at the end of the month. If we cannot hold 72 and some change, 71, of course, down to 70K. That's just the way. That's just the way. And yeah, that's still the target. That's still the target. Boom, we hit on target. We stay on target. Basically, we just kind of create a new higher low for the month of May. We bounce off that, and yeah, hopefully we get a good rally in the later months of summer, right? This is providing Clarity Act does pass, right? If Clarity Act does pass, it's possible we do get, of course, a little bit of an inverted head and shoulder situation, and of course, a push to the upside. This has been my idea since mid-April, and I still think it's in the cards, on the books, hopefully soon. As long as we don't get back down to about a $2.25 trillion market cap, this will probably hold pretty well. All right, moving on. Let's get into the overall. I guess we could just make sure we're not missing anything else other than semis over here in Doomberg.
Need in order to run your hyperscaler. That's a pretty interesting look. Coming up, how much more room is there to run for these chip stocks? We've been talking.
Yeah, semis. Okay. All right. Let's get back into Kramer and Friends, just real quick. They probably already on break. No, they're still talking
some
about
of those businesses are
consumer sentiment.
Let me tell you what concerns. See, Dave,
It's resilient.
That's a chart of concern.
Yes. That's
In one
only
of the greatest single moments for technology, do you see that blast? Is there a blast off there other than like Blue Origin?
Give us a little longer, actually. I want to see a year or two. No, you're right.
Microsoft. Well, software's coming back soon. Microsoft might do
in terms
okay
of its outperformance
in the next
versus
month or
mega
two.
cap tech this morning. Apple shares are up.
Underperformance. Microsoft.
Underperformance over time, but
Right.
this morning up over 3%.
Well, I mean,
That's a big move for Microsoft, particularly where you can see for 2 years it's done
Okay, so
nothing.
Now, of course, they're waiting for that for
PC
crypto
companies
as well,
doing
'cause it's
great
gonna do
numbers.
pretty
You
well
have Best
for
Buy saying the PC
our
refresh
space.
cycle is back. Do you
all right,
think
we're
that
moving
means
on.
Microsoft should be bad? I mean.
All right, moving on. Looking at the overall breadth of the market this morning, a fear and greed index coming in at hot at 60, and greed still only down 1 point from I guess yesterday morning. Still remaining 60 from yesterday's close. Looking at crypto fear and greed again, we were sitting at extreme fear yesterday at about 22 to 25. Now sitting at 23, still an extreme fear for crypto. Looking at the Dixie, we did lose 99 just briefly yesterday, 98.9. Yeah, 98.9. Hopefully we continue that trend and we just lose it again this morning. I hope. What was the low yesterday? 98.96. We gotta get a little bit lower, guys. Pretty much flatlining for the week. Probably down on the month. No, it's still up on the month. Damn it. We started the month at around, let's see, 98 flat. Still up a whole point on the Dixie. All right, looking at crypto bubbles. How are we doing this morning, crypto bubbles? On the day, looking at the top 100. Lab up 29%, Hype up another 10%, Injective up 12%, DEXE 12% up, Algorand almost 8% up on Algorand. Haven't seen that one move in a minute. Fetch AI up 5%. You got a bit of movers here. Say down 6%. It had a little bit of a rally here recently, but still has just been beaten to death. Still 70% down on the year. Let's take a look at the weekly here. Looking for any assets that are down at least 15% today, and there's a few here in the top 100. Ondo, damn, 23% off here on the week. Yikes! Still holding some decent gains on the month, about 30%. Up, but still down 60% overall on the year. Not a bad one there. Let's see. Venice down 20%. We got Bitcoin Cash down 21%. We've got Jupiter down 20%. ENA down 21%. Zcash down 16%. There's a lot here now than there, of course, was just the beginning of this week. Uniswap down 18%. We've got Caspa on the outskirts, 13, almost 13. Again, we're looking for 15 or higher. SWE, a big one, 20% off on SWE on the week. Only down 1% on the month, though. Still, I do like that juicy 20% off. I probably will allocate some of my gains from AI last night back into SWE and this continued sell-off. If we do break 90 cents today, That's probably what I'm going to do. Just pick up a little bit more sweet. All right. See anything else happening up here on the monthly? Bitcoin Cash down 33%. Again, we're looking for anything that's oversold, continuing 30% or more. There's only a few. That's pretty much it. Bitcoin Cash. Even Trump Coin is not even 30% off now. Even Sky AI is not even 30% off anymore. That is it. That's really it. Even Meme Core is not even 30% off anymore. Wow. There is nothing still oversold, guys, on the top 100 except for Bitcoin Cash, and I think that thing deserves to be just put in the sand, buried, and never brought back up. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on in the top 200. Top 200 here on the day doing the same thing. Beat down 13%, Genius down 26%. Those are your top movers to the downside today. Looking at on the weekly, anything else oversold? There's plenty on the top 200. Ooh, plenty. Again, the weekly is the place to be discovering where all these assets are the most oversold. Wow, I can't even list them all, guys. It's like half of them. It's like half the damn coins. Then average of 9% here on the weekly. You can see a ton of them, of course, still. I can't even read them all, so many. The biggest ones, notably, Sky AI, Hash. Again, those are down more than 30% or close to 30% here on the week, which is insane for the weekly. Pendle down 30%, 28% on Pendle. We got Monad, Fartcoin, Nex, Starknet, Layer Zero. I mean, there's just too many. There's too many to list. This is where all of the juice is right now on the weekly, on the top 200. Looking at the monthly, any assets that are oversold at least 30, there's a couple. We got Hash still down 30%, Arts 46% off right now, Siren down 33%, and UDS, that's the Undead Games token. That's it. So you got about 3 coins, Syrup as well. So 4 coins here in the top 200. Again, only 1 coin in the top 100 on the monthly. All right, guys, those are, of course, my shout-outs to the most oversold assets in our space. It still feels like there's not enough pain, to be honest. Again, not financial advice.
I'd buy that for $1.
All right, let's get back over to TradFi, make sure we're not missing anything else breaking.
Onto their estimate, and they added 10 billion on AI server demand, right? 50 to 60 billion. Besides the AI server demand, where's the rest of that coming from?
So right now, what we have seen is a shift from, chatbot type of AI use to more agentic use. And with agentic use, you don't just need the GPUs, but you also need the CPUs and all the
You really didn't answer the question. You're just making a case for why we need the data centers. Okay, anyway. I really can't stand the Bloomberg analysts. They really go nowhere in these conversations. Okay, looking at CBC.
Remember the capex they've been spending, it kind of offsets that to a certain extent. Right. Well, you just saw this. Put it up again. Musk yesterday takes to X and says, we haven't committed to leasing Colossus for years, although it's possible that might be what happens. It's a 180-day lease.
This is probably going to be disappointing, guys.
Thereafter. We wanted it short term because we want to make sure if compute gets super tight, we might need it back. Okay, it's interesting.
It sure is.
But I would imagine some of the lawyers, Jim, are not particularly pleased with.
Well, NVIDIA is actually doing nothing, and in part because of that. That's a giant NVIDIA property.
We'll see what happens next month. Let me catch up with you guys in the chat. How you guys doing? In the chat, Andy's here. How you doing, Andy? How you been, my guy? Hope crypto's treating you well. Hope you're making some money, my friend. Let's see what's going on here. Braveheart says, good morning. Yes, Gwei is caffeinated and ready to go. No house hippo dump visible yet, says Braveheart McFreedom. Is it? Is it not yet? 73,100. Yeah, I guess we're still hanging on to 73K so far this morning. Although another leg down is still possible if we do lose what's left of the golden pocket. Again, sending us down to possibly $70,000 Bitcoin. All right. Again, that's what you guys are calling for as well yesterday on that poll. It looks like you guys are just catch up in the chat here. Kramer is telling retail to buy tops on stocks and ignore crypto assets so Michael Saylor can buy the rest of the Bitcoin because it's going to go up forever, Laura. Yes.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right.
Good morning, Chaos. Good morning, Strawberry Dragons. Good morning, guys. Happy. Friday. It's Friday. Okay. Good morning, guys. Gwei's caffeinated. Let's take a look at Gwei real quick for our friend Braveheart. Where is the Gwei? I know I still have it there. It's Gwei is the way. Gwei is the way. So we're still holding support on Gwei, right around 10 cents. Right now sitting at about 11.5. We're probably in profit now for buying on the lows, right? Let me see. Am I still in my profit yet? For the Gwei. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are going the right way, my friend. All right. Good morning. Yes, Strawberry, of course, forever. Let's go on forever. Laura, yes, Brave. Good morning back at ya, says Brave. Andy's here saying, happy Friday, people. AI volume moving up. Yes, Andy made some profits, took some profits on AI this morning. Calling, of course, the breakout. Again, history doesn't tend to repeat, but it does rhyme. It does rhyme. It does rhyme. Again, I'll give you guys a quick little update. If you guys are not a Patreon member, of course, you can jump over there in the bottom of the screen. But we are up about 50% from the lows now on AI on that call, about 46% on that wick to the top. I just been watching this thing carefully, updating the chart as I see fit, of course, keeping up with the overall trends with this coin. This coin, of course, has been, I've been watching this damn thing now for how long? We ran this thing down, I started noticing the pattern. It was about, 2 weeks ago. And I just been updating you guys as I see, of course. The V-shaped recovery happened last night. Again, same sort of thing we saw back here. The last time we made a boatload of profits on AI. And it was about 50% move too, right? It was about 80. Okay, that was 80 from the bottom. Almost 90, right? I don't know. And again, I told the Chaos crew last night in an update, I don't think we're going to see that because of the macro conditions as high as 4.4, but it's still possible it could get to 4.4. I was looking more towards 3, 6, and 4 cents. So 3 cents, 6, and 4 cents. We did hit my first target. I do have exits, of course, planned all the way back up here. I ladder out. I take profits. I wait for the pullback. I buy back in, and I rinse and repeat. This is the second time for me in AI. And, of course, making a lot more coins and taking more profits. 3.3 cents right now being retested. Again, the high from this morning was about 3.7. So again, the quick little update for you guys. If you guys didn't catch the beginning of the live stream when I broke this all down. All right, 73,200 on Bitcoin, still holding 73K. Let's get back in the chat here. Jose Pagan says, what's the likelihood of Bitcoin going below 50,000? The likelihood of that is very little, very little. It's been a minute since I did this. I might as well do it since you asked. Thank you for asking, because I haven't done this rant in a while. All right, 2 reasons why I believe why I have so much conviction we're not going to see 50K. All right, the first time back in February, we had the flash crash on Bitcoin. We lost the support level. We fell down to about $60,000, 59.9, right? Who's counting? 2.19 trillion was the total market cap of crypto back then. That sent us down to about 60K. The next time we hit the same exact market cap, Bitcoin was still printing a little bit higher and kept, of course, support. We did get a low of about 63,000. And then after that, again, we just have not gone back ever since. And as of time goes on, microsellers, of course, perfected its strategy product like Strive and Stretch. Of course, accumulating more Bitcoin. They're going to, of course, buy all the rest of the Bitcoin for the rest of the foreseeable future. They let the entire world know now. It's pretty much front and center. ETFs continue to adopt countries, et cetera, et cetera. Over time, I just don't think it's going to happen. Overall market cap, again, has to go possibly even lower than 2 trillion now. 2.2 trillion to get to about our 60K target again. This is why market cap matters. The market cap now would probably have to get down to, again, the overall market cap of crypto. For us to hit 50K, we'll probably have to get to something like, 1.79, 1.9, maybe even like, if we're maybe on sweeping the lows, maybe 2.1 trillion at, even then, I don't think 50K. No, it's going to have to be like maybe 2 flat or maybe like 1.9 trillion on total market cap. All right, so again, that's just been my observation. Also, just reminding you, if you're waiting for those lows, the last time we did these bear markets, right, and the one I was, majorly a part of and purchased a lot of my Bitcoin in, was in 2022. we hit the bottom and we stayed there. You could have bought Bitcoin between 15 and 16K for only about 56 days. And we're pretty much cutting that in half now. About 33 days was the amount of time you had to buy between $60,000 and $63,000 Bitcoin. And of course, you go back to 2018, you had about 153 days. So it seems like we're having the bear markets, every single bear market. It's just adoption. It's just general supply and demand and adoption. Again, Kathy Wood called that out. I think it's been like 3 months now. I've been preaching this. Maybe 4 months. Yeah. And you can, of course, don't take my word for it. This is just my convictions on Bitcoin. All right. Moving on. So there's my rant. And then, yeah, likelihood of us going down there probably like 25%. 25%. That's my call anyway. Again, not financial advice. Jesus. All right, let's get back to TradFi.
He's put together.
What else do we have here? They're on break on CNBC. Let's go back to Doomberg. And then we'll get into some crypto news. What?
For stories of capital.
Everyone's on break. Okay. All right, we'll go back there in a minute. We'll take a look and see what the headlines are this morning. We're all 9 minutes early on crypto news. Oh, they're jumping back. Let's just see if we catch anything else breaking. No, they're not. What? Yes, they are. Why is it jumping?
The company's going public today. So let's say a company like SpaceX was on NASDAQ. They're not.
All right, we're still talking about SpaceX. Okay. We're going back to some of the headlines. Dell stock skyrockets. Yeah, we already covered all this stuff. Yada, yada, yada. All right. We're good. Let's get into crypto news. I'm tired of this. I'm really getting tired of crypto news in general, too. It's been stagnant since congressmen and women and Senate, of course, senators, went back home. Maryland man, the masterminds, of course, is all scam, tax breaches. Bitcoin analyst Michael Van de Pape sees the one macro overhang limiting Bitcoin and altcoin rallies. Here's his outlook. That's just opinion this morning there. Scams, hacks, Bitcoin bulls don't want to lose this. Jesus, 70K probably. 69. We really don't want to lose 69 again, to be honest. That's my biggest fear is if we lose 69, it takes us the rest of the year to get back above it. Okay, anything else? Billionaire Paul Tudor Jones pours $398 million into 3 assets. These are all old articles. There's really nothing really to do with crypto in the most part. Daily Hodl. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph. Bitcoin ETFs bleed 2.8 billion in record 9-day outflow streak. Again, today is the final day of options expiry for Bitcoin in the month of May. Bitcoin falls out of the global top 10 assets. The market cap dips below 1.5 trillion. Now, where have they been, man? That's been like months ago. Exit strategy for a situation out of hand. It says Arca, the DX scale drained 7.3 billion in Binance liquid chain liquid exploit. It's like everyone's still having hacks, scams, exploits. Bitcoin's major holders halt buys as demand slows. It's coming from Crypto Quant. Sui network back online after a crash. What? Another crash? Could be a good day to buy Sui. Sui network is back online after a nearly 6-hour outage on Thursday, which is attributed to a bug introduced on an update marking the layer 1 second period of downtime in 2026. So we posted to X on Thursday that activity of the mainnet had resumed after a halt due to a crash bug in the gas charging logic introduced by the 1.72 release. A full incident review will be shared in the coming days. So we had earlier shared the blockchain was experiencing a network stall and said the transactions could be paused until a fix is rolled out. The outage lasts 5 hours and 55 minutes according to the network status indicator. Sui mainnet validators are still listed as having degraded performance. There you go. All right, so that happened within the last 24 hours. Again, reminding me of not really the early days of Solana. I mean, Ethereum, Solana, of course, having these big outages and crashes not that long ago either, about 3 years ago. Sui token dropped 6.6% before the recovery. All right, we're still seeing a little bit of that. We did see, I just looked at Sui earlier, and it was at 90 cents flat. Let's see if it did lose that finally, because I was talking about buying some more today. All right, Sui, still falling. It is at major level of support right now at about 90 cents flat. If we do lose this, 86, 87, that's what we, of course, mostly waiting for a return to trend. I really want to buy some more back at about 86 or 87. All right, I'm kind of waiting on my, sitting on my hands on that one. Bitcoin trapped under 74K, while a $9 billion option expiry looms. Yes, again, the last bit of it is today. Are bears back in control? Well, at least for a minute. At least we'll see. We'll see where we end up in the beginning of next month. I would imagine all it takes is a little bit of news around clarity in a positive light to, of course, send the market back up again. Bitcoin retested 72,500 for the first time in 6 weeks on Thursday, triggering 342 million in liquidations for the bullish leverage positions. Despite a subsequent relief bounce, 73,500 traders are worried that bears will keep the control due to the upcoming 9 billion monthly options expiry. Again, that's going to happen on Sunday. A really good day for that to happen too. We could see a market explosion. We pass that off to the foreign market, of course, on Sunday night. You guys know they're usually a lot more optimistic than we are here in the States with Bitcoin because they need it and we don't because we have so much of the strength in the US dollar. Silly paper shit. All right, let's move on. Let's get back in the chat real quick, catch up with you guys, and then, we're going to see if we can find anything else breaking in the news. Again, I've been so bored with the news, guys. I'm telling you, the last 2 weeks, I have been ripping my eyes out in my hair, and it's just driving me crazy. Cliff says, what's up with Swee? Day 2 mainnet. I think that's what we covered, right? We need way more likes, please, and thank you guys. Yes, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, guys, down below. Hit those buttons, smash them, please. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you. Cliff says, what's up? Not to put you on the spot, but just seeing some mainnet reported issues. Gotcha. Jose Pagan says, so in the words of Lloyd Christmas, so that means there's a chance. Yes, that's right. The great Jim Carrey has spoken. So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah, there's a chance. 25% chance we hit 50K or 55K this year. I am not betting on it. All right. Why am I not betting on it?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
There is no second best, guys. All right, 73,000 holding. Just barely holding. Will the market continue to sell it off? I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. I asked you guys last night, just a quick little update on that. Last night I asked you guys in a poll, where do we land by the weekend? And the majority of you guys said 70K. 70K. Maybe it's because I've been saying that way too long. It's just embedded in your guys' brain. I don't want to bias. Guys. Come on.
What are you, stupid?
I hope not. All right. So I'm going to ask another poll for you guys. All right. Okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Let's see. 75. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Where will Bitcoin be by Monday morning? And if you really want to know, because I'm so tired of being, of course, winning, guys. If you really want to know, just come hang out with us tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll show you guys, of course, where we're likely going to head into the weekend with, again, 98% accuracy. It's probably 99 now. I'm so tired of winning, guys. Winning.
So much.
All right. So where will Bitcoin be by Monday morning? Let's see. Let's just go down the line here. How about we start this off with 70K. Maybe a little lower. We'll do 65K, 70K. This is by Monday. Again, this is the first day of the month of June. 75K, and then we'll do 85K. We'll just go 5K, divide down the line from bearish to bullish. There we go. Let me know in the chat how you guys feel about the market going into next month. All right, let's get back to TradFi. $73,000, just barely holding. A little bit of a bounce there after we hit 72.8. Just a little bit higher than the low from yesterday. Again, America sucks. We're the ones doing this. All right, okay, let's see. What else we got from TradFi? Let's get back over here. They're on break. on CNBC. Let's take a look. They are back.
You could have your own.
They are on break as well. All right, we're going to jump back into crypto news. It is making me bleed out of my eyes. Let's go to CoinDesk. Strategies slips below 99 as Strive captures investors' attention. There we go. So Stretch is giving up a little bit more of attention now to Strive, as Strive has been accumulating more Bitcoin every single day. Let's see where we're at right now with Bitcoin Treasuries showing Strive here recently. Looks like another 129 Bitcoin acquired today. I'm not sure where they at now on the month. Does not say. Does it show the entire week? No. Yeah, I don't know. It may not be that much Bitcoin. This is just today, right? Do we not have a way to break this down for the week? All right. Okay. Yeah. Week. May 25th. Yeah. So I guess that is the whole week. So it looks like about $119 million worth of Bitcoin here, and that's probably all they're going to be reporting next week. Though they did have some buys the week prior that they didn't get disclosed yet either. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe they'll only have like 1,000, of course, reported next week from strategy. All right, Bitcoin ETF outflows reached, of course, the 9-day streak. We already covered that headline. Yeah, there's nothing else really here on CoinDesk. It's been really stagnant, the news, guys, I'm telling you. Cryptonews.net. Let's see if there's anything breaking over here, anything out of the ordinary or niche. The bad news from CryptoQuant. The bear market will last until this date. From CryptoQuant. Let's take a look. The bear is out here. It looks like October 2025. Looks like Jew argued that the best of this model is the current trend is considered the downtrend of the beginning of October 2025. That's pretty much on target for the traditional 4-year cycle anyway. Then the bear market could last until early 2027. The renowned CEO added that the market trend reverses when unrealized profits increase and realized profits decrease, and that has not yet happened. When profit taking occurs in chain reaction, Bitcoin investors' profit and loss (P&L) typically decreases over approximately 18 months. Yeah, that's typical 4-year cycle nonsense. We'll see if it happens again. All right. XRP news. Wall Street giant Morgan Stanley reveals XRP exposure. Looks like Morgan Stanley. Looks like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan dropped out of XRP, but Goldman Sachs is accumulating. Let's take a look. It's coming from CoinGate. Morgan Stanley, one of the world's largest investment banks with over $9 trillion in asset class. Clients' assets have disclosed XRP holdings through exchange-traded funds, ETFs. This marks Wall Street's giant's first exposure to XRP after seeing its Ripple leading payments alternative to SWIFT. In the 13F filings, the U.S. SEC Q1 2026, Wall Street giant Stanley revealed XRP exposure through 2 exchange-traded funds. While the bank focused on major equities and Bitcoin ETF positions, the inclusion of XRP-related holdings signals a growing institutional interest with diverse portfolio crypto exposure. According to the filing, Morgan Stanley disclosed a small 1,700 shares. That's it. Of volatility shares of the XRP ETF. And the investment bank also revealed 100 shares of XRP Grayscale ETF. So very, very small allocations for this legacy bank. All right, moving on. That was pretty much a nothing article there. Again, it doesn't make sense for them to allocate hugely to this asset. I mean, the banks, again, they called exactly the same. They made the same call I had for XRP, again, not getting more than $12 in the next 5 years, something like that. All right. Okay. Litecoin price outlook. Litecoin bounces driven by Nexus wallet update and Lit VM speculation. So Litecoin's back in the news for whatever reason. Ripple's pre-IPO valuation growth finally drives XRP price action to the downside. What is this stupid articles? They do know XRP's at $1.30 right now, right? Or less. It was $1.26 on the lows. Again, these lows we haven't had touched since, still $1.30. We haven't touched those lows since February. That was insane to see that go back down to $1.26. And again, some people are saying that a lot of that was XRP stealing, getting their thunder stolen by XLM, since XLM's been growing slowly. Market cap is widely different. I mean, we're talking about $8 billion market cap with XLM, still in a bull flag, by the way, versus XRP at $80 billion market cap. It's kind of silly. Inside the Ripple IPO narrative, driving XRP. I'm not sure why this is even relevant. Okay. XRP Coinbase is a lot of XRP hopefuls and hopium articles, right? I'm so tired of this. Algorand price predictions. Yeah, it's all hopeful articles, hopium, a lot of hopium, and not so much FUD, really. XLM, there's another one. Yeah, Texas Bitcoin Reserve plan shift from ETF to direct Bitcoin custody for Texas. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson's eyes parabolic growth, crypto growth by next year. Guess we could take a look at that, but he hasn't really been the best person in the spotlight right now for PR. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson predicts the crypto market could experience parabolic growth by 2027. It will be parabolic, says Hoskinson. During the interview, Hoskinson suggested that the crypto industry may be entering one of the most transformative periods yet. According to Hoskinson, the market will exit the year strong before entering a phase of rapid expansion by next year, which he expects to become a parabolic growth period. He believes the emerging technologies will drive the next phase of the industry growth. In his view, these technologies will reshape the users and institutions interact with Bitcoin in the or blockchain ecosystems. Cardano founder expects emerging techs to attract 10 times the users and capital into the crypto market, I guess, going into next year. I mean, that pretty much lines up with, again, everything that we've heard this entire year so far. Beginning of the year, of course, the bank's calling for 200,000 plus Bitcoin, and that's come down a little bit now, a little bit. Gaming industry warns prediction markets have cost states over $1 billion in gambling taxes. Wow. Bitcoin underperforms risk assets as a record 9th day, which are the same, of course, ETF outflows continue into the options expiry event that we're witnessing today, and of course on Sunday. Solana, Sui, Aptos wallets, data targeted and trapdoor package attack, and more exploits. Stretch slips below 99. We already covered all this stuff. I think we're pretty much there, guys. Let's go back to TradFi and of course check in over here again.
Carmen's going to break it down in just a second.
More Dell.
Net app, and then you have Gap. They're getting punished, down just about 17%, lowering the sales outlook. Seema Shah.
Let's take a look at CNBC. Oh, really? Dell. All
it was
day.
Just not part of the imagination of so many of the analysts who spend time following this company.
All right. It's 10:07. We're a little early, but I'm going to get into, we're going to go into crypto Twitter. I am really getting bored with the news, guys. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Michael Saylor says, against the Bears, it's the best to use your head. What the hell? Bam. Take that, Bears. Go. Okay. Strategy moves 411 Bitcoin to Coinbase. They might be selling a little bit now. Market is watching every wallet move. Pocket Market adds that strategy sells Bitcoin before December 31st have now climbed to 84%. Yeah, he did tell everybody he's going to, be net positive on buying Bitcoin and possibly start to sell some. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin New Glenn rocket explodes during a static fire test. Wow, that's pretty epic. Boom. Happy Memorial Day. Just in, Texas announced the creation of the Texas Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Advisory Committee. Again, one of the leading states in Bitcoin laws. Let's take a look and see how the rest of the country is doing. We did see some. Oh wow, this is showing Texas drop out. What the hell? I guess one of they had to start over again. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait for them to flip orange again. Colorado, New Mexico now, of course, flipped out. Nevada and Oregon, Montana, those have always been struggling states, and North Dakota. The rest of the map, of course, is still orange. If you guys want to catch up with the bills, you can of course jump over here, and you can watch the reserve race, which right now Arizona's still in the lead. We've seen a lot of these get reset too. I mean, Florida's on their 4th version of it now, and they're not even on the list anymore. It's dead 3 times now. Yeah, dead 3 times. All right, guys. So yeah, if you want to catch us, go to bitcoinlaws.io, and of course you can catch up with the latest on that. All right, more explosions. Trump is staying at the White House to work all the weekend, and these are the current terms of the 60-day Iran agreement as of this morning. Unrestricted Strait of Hormuz mines removed within 30 days. U.S. blockade lifted. Iran can sell oil. No nuclear weapon agreed to by Iran. Uranium disposal and enrichment discussions to begin. U.S. discusses sanctions and monetary relief. Humanitarian aid and goods to Iran is now being discussed. And Israel Hezbollah war ends in Lebanon. Plus, Trump wants to the Arab countries to join the Abraham Accords. There we go. There's the current agreement that's being discussed. Again, Trump doing another long weekend. Again, he canceled his trip to his son's wedding last weekend. We thought this was going to be done last weekend. This is never going to get done. $185 billion has now been added to the U.S. stocks, and the market opens as a new all-time high as of this morning, 30 minutes ago. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 on the charts. Bitcoin currently sitting at 72.8, still struggling to keep $73,000 this morning. Again, America asshole. We sell. Foreign markets in good behavior, and America sell. Okay, let's take a look at the stock market this morning. Now sitting at 76. Wow. We touched 76 today. Wow. Stock market continues to make record highs. It's a bubble. It's not a bubble. It's a bubble. It's not a bubble. It's a freaking bubble, man.
What are you, stupid?
Honestly, though, I mean, we're just tracking inflation with the stock market. It's just going to continue to go higher as we continue to print more money. This is just the way things go now. Why?
The U.S. federal government's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations.
And all of it is going into the stock market. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat here. What's up? Not to put. Okay, I think that's where we left off. Clip says Uphold is dropping support for DAG, TARS AI, Sweat, Balance, I'm assuming, and WMTX, along with several other tokens on June 9th. There you go. Getting some delistings over there on Uphold. Thanks, Cliff, for that update. Uphold's dropping support for those assets. If you have some, you might want to maybe take a little bit of losses and just kind of put your head in between the sand, or maybe you just want to, maybe you have strong convictions in these assets, so you just want to. Yeah, I haven't heard about Sweat in a long time. Sweat, I'm pretty sure that was the coin where you run with shoes and then it tracks the miles you run and then you gain tokens. That was pretty sure that was a long time ago. It was like 2021, 22 when that came out. Outdoor Life says, what do you guys think of the Federal Oil United Reserve 4? What? What are you talking about? Let's take a look at this. What is going on with that? The Federal Oil United Reserve 4. Oh, God. What the hell? It's not another meme coin, is it? Another 4 Binance meme coin. Cryptocurrency project that themed around oil reserve, but it's important to note that it does not currently provide the verified claims of being backed by physical petroleum. It's primarily a speculative token within the meme coin market. I would imagine that to be so with the name of 4. All right. I don't know, man. I feel some kind of way about meme coins. You guys know me. I wanted to see if I could pull it up on CoinMarketCap real quick. Let's see. Oh, that's the U.S. oil one. That was another one that was silly. We talked about that last year. There's too many 4 coins, man. I just can't. I'm done. I am done.
What are you, stupid?
All right. I'm adding more to my oil long, says Braveheart. Yeah, Cliff says, only dog, cat, and meme coin plays, yeah. Frog, dogs, and cats, oh my. All right, let's see what else we got in the crypto Twitter ramblings. AI bubble is starting to crack. For the last 30 days, Microsoft cut Claude Code licenses. Uber blew through its AI budget in 4 months. Damn. Uber's COO questioned AI spending. Fortune 20 companies started slashing token usage. One of the firm prices collapsed from 7-hour to the 4-hour H200 rental prices. Okay. Okay, one firm burned $500 million on Claude in a month. People actually paying the AI bills are pulling back. Wall Street is still pricing perfection. Insane. All right, anything else happening? Terrifying roller coaster? What? Rescue? Okay. Breaking Pakistani sources claim the U.S. and Iran had picked Islamabad to sign the memorandum. I guess that's bullish. Oh, wow. Yes. I was waiting for this to happen. Looks like we're starting to see another pullback, a decent pullback on AI from this morning. Starting to happen right now, about 3% down. If it doesn't return to trend, then yeah, we're looking at possibly another breakdown back to 286, something like that. I am watching this one carefully because I do want to buy some more on the lows and continue, of course, to get my average lower and pick up more coins and take more profits. It's been a fun coin to trade over the past 2 weeks. All right, that's AI, of course, if you guys are in that trade. Quick little update as my alarm just went off. NVIDIA will now pay you to mine, to put a mini AI data center on your house, making you up to $22,000 a year. That's insane. Who would do this, guys? Who would do that? I probably would do that if I was a homeowner again.
What are you, stupid?
All right. Let me get back to the chat with you guys and catch up on that poll. I asked you guys earlier, where will Bitcoin be by Monday morning? Right now, you guys are calling for 75K. Ooh, bullish. You guys are a little bullish going into June. Into June. Yeah, that could still be possible. And we do see a bounce here. Maybe we don't get as low as 70K because I'm not the only one expecting that, right? 72,800. Again, we're attempting to keep a higher low today. Not by much. So far. Only about $400 higher than we were on the low yesterday from the American sell-off. Foreign market, of course, pumped us up back up to about 73.8, and then yeah, we're dumping again this morning. Yeah, I'm still holding my conviction. It's probably going to be somewhere between 70,000, maybe 69 and 71, somewhere in that range within a grace of $3,000. Again, we'll update you guys tonight as this develops throughout the day. Options expire in Bitcoin this afternoon, so we'll have a better idea in the next 3 or 4 hours when the market, of course, closes, where we're going to be going into the weekend. Okay. What else? Someone else publishes the entire U.S. Constitution on the Bitcoin blockchain. Looks like that's now on the blockchain. Matthew Crater from Bitcoin University explains why the biggest concern for Bitcoin is mining centralization. Right. Billionaire Robert Friedland dropped the reality check. We need to mine 10,000 years of copper in the next 18 years. The world has absolutely no clue about the supply squeeze we're about ready to face for copper. Copper's been moving nothing but up too recently as well. Holy shit, they changed the rules for Elon again. We were talking about that this morning, of course. The 5 days at the IPO, of course, yeah, changing some of the deets on that. Fidelity, $7.1 trillion Fidelity says Bitcoin is entering an era of scarcity. I would argue and say that we've already been in an era of scarcity. The past 2 years, I think the last year, was the year we actually outpaced gold now forever when it comes to initialized scarcity over time. There is less than $1 million Bitcoin to be left to be mined. Yes, that happened. Was it beginning of last month, I think? We finally started breaking underneath 900,000 Bitcoin remaining. 900,000, really? Yeah, 900. It's silly, not low numbers now. At this time, 5 public public companies now hold Bitcoin. Now hold 1 million Bitcoin again, I guess, entirely. Now, nearly 5% of the total supply within 5 public companies. I guess that's the top, top 5 companies holding right now. People will probably regret not stacking enough, blah, blah, blah. You're going to read all them. Yeah, I could spend all day reading this stuff, guys. But the whole point is that I'm just tired of the news. I'm tired of the news. Bitcoin is completely disconnected from the global market rally. This is coming from bull theory. Since October 2025, every major asset on Earth is up. Bitcoin is down now 39.5%. Yikes. We'll be back. Vietnamese man slid under a closing pharmacy shutter in a helmet. Why are we talking about this? Mario, you bring some good stuff, but geez, What does this have to do with crypto? I need some more crypto Twitter. All right. Yeah, we did get Scott Besson yesterday mentioning that clarity has to pass. That wasn't even pertaining to that though. Just in, U.S. savings rate now falls to a nearly 4-year low in April as households struggle. Well, yeah, they're struggling because they're saving their freaking wealth in silly paper shit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor.
Yeah, get some Bitcoin. All right, Just in Strategy, MicroStrategy's CEO Fong Li says yesterday, if headwinds mean trading at 73,000s, but tailwind means all-time highs, then this is an opportunity to buy more Bitcoin. Yeah, I wish people would see that, Fong Li. Coming in with a $20 super chat, 1984. Cliff, what is the relevance of that? Ooh, 1984. That's the year, yeah. That's the book, yeah. The book. The stuff is getting exciting again. It might be in a sick sort of way, though. The Doom. Yes, the Doom. Cliff knows, man. Cliff knows what's up. Thank you so much this morning. Cliff coming in. It's a little too early for a Tito's alert. I don't have any Tito's, but I do have a little bit of Jack Daniels I can pour in my coffee. That was actually pretty good the last time I did it, so I'll try it again. There we go. Cheers. Thank you so much, Cliff, for supporting the chaos this morning. Thanks again, guys. Thanks again. All right, let's get back to the TradFi news. Make sure we're not missing anything else breaking. Some of these headlines. We'll take a look at Yahoo Finance. All right, we'll take a look at Yahoo Finance. Why a merger with SpaceX could be bad for Tesla shareholders. I mean, I've been saying it now for a month that they've been slowly kind of just selling off in expectations of SpaceX. I mean, obviously, is one fanboys of one company are going to jump with their capital over to another company. That's been my idea for over a month now. Let's see, where are we at with that too? An overall market cap. How's Tesla been holding up? And it's still kind of holding up there. Bitcoin did flip Tesla. It was a couple weeks ago. Same thing with Meta. We were so close to holding top 10, and then we lost it again. What else? You cannot print molecules. The oil market is running out of options. Ooh, oh my god! Why Ford stock is suddenly on fire? Lilly just centered its status on Wall Street's ultimate weight loss plan. Eli Lilly. The tech trade is overcrowded. Here's your ETF escape route. This is just like pointing you in directions of not financial advice. What the hell is with the headlines this morning? This is garbage. I'm so tired of the noise, guys. I'm so tired of the noise. SpaceX hype spurs crypto shadow market for pre-IPO bets. Yeah, the SpaceX token, of course, on crypto they're probably talking about. Yeah, the pump.fun meme coin. All right, I'm over it. It's old news after nothing burger news. Just so tired of it, guys. ChatGPT can now see your bank account. Is it worth the risk? That's old news too, man. We've had that integration now for like 2 months, 3 months. ChatGPT announced that at the beginning of the year, like you'd be able to make purchases with your credit cards and access to your bank accounts, and yeah. I wouldn't trust ChatGPT. I couldn't get ChatGPT to actually tell me if the stock market is going to be open today accurately or not. So stupid.
What are you, stupid?
Oh, that was so dumb. Fighting with ChatGPT this morning. All right, let's see what else we got here. Cliff says, "Is it ever really too early for the Tito's alert?" Let me let you know. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. No, it's never too early. Thank you so much again, Cliff. See the chat above says Braveheart make freedom. In the words of Rob, the crypto future, we could go up, we could go down. You're only half as bullish as you should be. There you go. You guys aren't bullish enough. You guys aren't bullish enough. Or maybe you're not bearish enough. We could always go lower. It's crypto after all. And look at that. As soon as I play that, boom, Bitcoin back down to 72.5. Only $100, if that. Yeah, no, we're pretty much right on target for the low right now. Yeah, about $100 was the low yesterday. 72.450. Again, in spectacular, predictable fashion, America sucks. We sell off in the market open. And yeah, we're like $100 away, less than $100 away from the low yesterday. We dumped it down to. Options expire today. Let's take a look at the overall, order books. See what's holding up here. Structure support around 72,500. Again, 600 representing mostly there. 72.6. We're trying to get it back above there now. We lose that. We go back down to about 72.3. That's the place to be right down there. Let's zoom in a little bit here. If you guys haven't seen this before, this is the live book map, heat map, brought to you for free. Don't pay for it, get it for free. This usually costs about $30, $35 a month to, of course, obtain the monthly subscription. I really don't want to be nickel and dime to death, and I am not a rich person. All right, overall volume is flat, about $6 billion back and forth between the bulls and the bears. Bulls have a tiny bit of an advantage, not by much, as you can see as we continue to sell this down. We're still looking at that 72.3. More than likely, that's going to be the place we see a little bit of a slight recovery if they can, of course, get us. The bears get us lower than 72.5, which is pretty much happening right now. If we zoom on in, you can see as we continue the market open, still remaining bearish on every single key level on the daily. We're going lower. That's pretty much what that means. We're going lower. We are still stuck in a tight channel, although we pretty much lost the majority of that over the last week on the golden pocket. We have a third of it remaining. We've lost about, 2/3 of the golden pocket already. There isn't hardly anything left. There's a sliver of hope there. That's all that is, a sliver of hope. And then, of course, we go back down to the next key area of support, which is going to be about 70K. And there's not too much there right now. Some of that could shift later in the evening hours or in the beginning of the next month, again, for the pullback. All right, and again, on the weekly, same thing as well. Printing a little bit lower as we continue to fill the gaps in most of these other areas we haven't seen in a while. So either way, guys, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the rest of the month, and there's only like 3 or 4 days remaining. 2 days, technically today, and 2 more days. Following. All right, so yeah, we're going to continue to sell off. We're sitting out at 72.49. We saw a wick down lower today too already. 72,300. That's of course the area I was just talking about. We did just see a little bit of a bounce there on the hour, and here's the 15-minute. There we go. We have lost it now, guys. We can go down lower. We can probably remove the rest of the golden pocket from the board by the end of today. That would send us down to at least 72 flat. And if we continue selling off into the weekend, possibly Saturday, we could see maybe 70K. The pain could be ending sooner, though, than we think. I mean, 72, 71, 70,000. I mean, it's going to be somewhere in here, right? We're gonna find the bottom for the month. Again, options expire in the United States here in about 3 hours or so. We're gonna start that in the afternoon. Monthly close, weekly close, and then of course the monthly close coming in on Sunday. All right. Anything else to talk about, guys, in the chat? We got. Oh no. Michael says, "Someone take Cliff's wallet. Damn it." Someone take his wallet. Yes, Cliff, also sharing this video with the chat. You guys aren't bullish enough. My God, here we go.
If you were bullish before, now you can take your bullishness, times it by 10, multiply it by another 25, add 2, and then times it by 1 billion, and you're still only half as bullish as you should be.
You're relentless, guys. You're relentless. Jeez. Michael, yes, cheers to Michael, says Cliff. And cheers, bud. Miss ya. Love ya long time. Love ya long time. Yes, Mike. Yes, Mike. All right. Anything else to take away from? I mean, we pretty much covered everything, I think, this morning. We'll see what happens this afternoon, guys. It's now 10:30. 10:30 is usually the time we, of course, call it quits. Let me know in the chat if there's any coins you guys are excited about. I'm excited for a big pullback on AI. If we do start to see a little bit more of a pullback, although it's continuing to trend right now, again, possibly getting as high as 4 cents. 4 cents. Maybe if we do see a breakout, you can see higher. I'm very, very, very hesitant to say we're going to finally see that breakout. Maybe a little more pain. We already did see a new all-time low on the last pullback as well. Don't get too bullish. Don't forget to take some profits, as we typically start to see in glorious fashion to the upside. If you've been stacking these lows, you're already in the green like I am and making some money. All right, let's see. Anything else happening? I do want to remind you guys that Patreon is, of course, live. If you guys want to join and hang out with us tonight, we're also going to have our Patreon live at Friday. Feed the Fire Friday. Yes, happens this evening. Guys, don't forget, Feed the Fire Friday.
Satoshi started a fire in cyberspace. Take your fiat currency and feed the fire.
Yes, and that's for Patreon members only. Again, tonight we're going to be up all night talking about crypto, and can't wait to see what your experiences were this week, guys. Let me know, of course, tonight. All right, let's get back in the chat. Braveheart, passing around that coffee. Okay. Let's see. Anything else happening in TradFi? One more run through TradFi before we head out. We're talking about sports ball on Bloomberg. CNBC right now is on break, and that pretty much is it. That's pretty much it. Crypto Twitter, everywhere else, the news is stagnant. CFTC approves the first U.S. Bitcoin perpetual futures contracts on regulated exchanges. This is, of course, old news. We talked about this all day yesterday. This happened, of course, overnight on the last expiry. Day is today, of course, for futures. This will be the last time we have CME gaps on Bitcoin. All right. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. We pretty much covered everything. Yeah. I'm over it. I'm so tired of this, guys. Hopefully next week when the Congress comes back, we can get more news. People will be talking more positively on crypto, and maybe we'll get the SaaS apocalypse officially end with crypto, of course, moving up with software stocks. That's what my hopes are for the month of June. All right, guys. We just got to get clarity really talking again to get that things moving. Get some sort of deal wrapped up with Iran next month, and then go back into tariffs. Tariff terror again. It's always going to be some narrative holding our space back. All right, guys, have a great day. Stay safe out there. I'll see y'all again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to take profits. We're up 50% now from the lows. Don't forget to take profits. All right, guys. I'll see you guys all later. Stay safe. Make some money, and peace.
You'll be so rich, you can go on a Pokemon shopping spree.
Eventually. Later, guys.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money or gold bars. In other words, hold my key. In other words, let's make history. Till my world is more wrong, and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I'm on board. Hollywood shopping door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, AI's taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bet.